Are you going back in, do you know?
Previously on Inside Training Camp, one Jaguar veteran is lost to an injury, while another has his bubble burst on cutdown day. Hugh Douglas is one player released, but more will follow.
Bottom line is these are the guys, so we'll get them today.
This week, the team closes out the preseason against the Super Bowl champions, and in the midst of a hurricane, the coaches meet to select the final roster.
Got a thought. Now's the time.
We're going to push it. It's going to be a tough camp. There's going to have to be some trust. Help you be better players on Sunday. Trust me. Trust me. Here we go. That's what it's going to take, guys. That's what we got to develop this trust.
When training camp began in July, no one could have foreseen the release of three-time Pro Bowler Hugh Douglas. But last week, it happened.
You know what we used to call it in Atlanta when something like that happened? Kaiser Sose. That's that Kaiser Sose right there. Have you ever seen Usual Suspects? You have? Kaiser Sose. That's who made that cut. You know what I'm saying? When something out of the ordinary happens, that's Kaiser. You don't argue with Kaiser.
Yeah. Shh. We're not bugging.
Shh.
All his jerseys and went on sale. I guess. I don't know, man. I don't know.
We talked to the guys this morning about Hugh being gone, and they said, you know, they cut Jerry Rice. They just cut Tim Brown. You know, they cut Joe Montana. So if you play long enough, you will get cut. That's a part of the business that, and that's where it goes. Hopefully, if you can still play some more, you can go somewhere else and play some more.
Douglas will have that opportunity. He's already signed a one-year contract with his former team, the Philadelphia Eagles.
There's no hard feelings at all. It just didn't work out, and, you know, that's nobody's fault. I'll miss those two big tackles down there, Big John and Big Marcus, man, and all those guys down there, because I really think that we could have did some great things down there, but, you know, they're going to be fine. They're going to be just fine the way they are, and I'll definitely be watching them this year.
Releasing Hugh Douglas was a big decision, but still others must be made before the Jaguars begin the regular season.
Look on the list. Two young guys.
The coaches still have 68 players on the roster. They must reduce that number to 53. Once the coaches decide to cut a player, someone has to go find the player and bring him to the office. The person who carries out that task is known as the Turk. In Jacksonville, the busiest Turk is scouting assistant Chris Prescott.
Who lost the drawing straws on that one? I mean, yeah, John, come in here. John, you've been doing an excellent job, but you did my coffee up the other day, so I need you to be the guy who cuts people, okay? Now, you're not covered medically by anything they do to you, okay? But, you know, that's your job.
That's what I need. I need Dean and stamps on my last two for today.
Some people like to fire people. You know, you're fired. Get a little Donald Trump. You're fired. I don't know. You know, some people get a kick out of it. But, you know, sheesh. Every team has one or two.
426, correct.
Robert, I need you to come with me. I need you to grab your playbook and your game plan. Conrad, man, I need you to come with me. Come on, Joe. I need you to come with me, man.
I ain't going. Hey, I ain't going.
Sorry.
A little more out there, man. I ain't going.
So you're the infamous turk.
Yeah, that's what they call me. Nah, it's the worst job in the world. It's just one of them deals.
On some teams, players are given their releases by an assistant coach or a general manager.
All right, guys, come on in.
But in Jacksonville, Jack Del Rio meets with each player personally. Next to losing, it's the worst part of the job.
Morning, have a seat. First of all, you did a great job on the rookie show. Just making a little humor. You did a nice job coming in. And Coach Boo, very complimentary of the way you worked and the way you picked things up. I think you have an opportunity to keep working at this thing. If you didn't have the talent, I'd tell you. I think you do. You did a nice job snapping.
Right.
And so that's the good news. So
okay.
Bad news is it's not going to happen right now for us.
I understand, Coach.
So we're going to let you go now and let you move on. But I like the way you work, man.
I totally understand, Coach. I know exactly how it is.
No. Well, best of luck to you.
Appreciate it, Coach.
I wish you the best and anything I can do, okay?
Appreciate it, Coach.
All right, Marcus.
Thanks a lot now.
Good luck to you.
All right, Coach.
Heck of a job for us, and like I said, just keep working hard at it. But whatever I can do to help you, let me know. All right?
That was rapid fire.
Big time.
It was not
in here long either.
No, I mean, what do you say? Numbers don't work out. I mean, it's.
Hey,
they all worked hard. I mean, everybody here. I mean, I didn't have any turds,
Well, I'm feeling something, especially since I'm no longer a Jaguar.
I thought I was going to play next week because that's what they kept saying. Young guys are going to play next week in New England. But that day came and it's okay. I understand. Nothing you can do about it. Just move on in life. All right, man. Bye, Con. I'll see you later. Yeah, man. Where you headed? I don't know. I got to go home pack. I got a hotel pack, and I'm not embarrassed. They're not going to embarrass me that easy. I wasn't lying when I said, if they release me, I ain't even going to look back. I'm not going to regret nothing. They made the decision. I respect that. And if some other team knocks on my door, and I'll be happy to go there. It's the business.
Have they started cutting people yet?
They're done.
They're done cutting? Did I get cut?
No.
Oh. All right.
You got the water papers, Jimmy? You got the water papers?
Turn around. I'm scared, man. Scared to do anything in this locker room.
So glad they didn't cut you this morning, man. Yeah. We got nervous. There ain't no telling where that axe gonna fall. Never know.
For every player released, there is a locker full of equipment that must be collected.
What we do is we wait a little while, sometimes after practice, towards the end of the day, like we did with Hugh. We'll separate his personal stuff from his football stuff, and we'll mail his personal stuff to his home, and then his football stuff to whatever team he goes to from here. It's sad to see some guys go sometimes.
But it isn't long before the scavengers are picking through the remains.
It's like a package dropping out the back of a truck in the hood.
He left everything.
You gonna be like, you gonna look and see what's in the package. If you see something in there you can use, you'll use.
Hey, Seth, he ain't gonna need it. I ain't man.
Hey, don't mess with my locker. Hey, I clean my own locker, man. Just don't come in and let me see you cleaning my locker.
When training camp began, this was the liveliest corner of the dressing room. Now, Paul Spicer has it all to himself.
This neighborhood going down.
I might have to ask you, can I get me a lock on the other side of the locker room? I had never seen nothing like that happen. You know, in one side of the locker room, every guy is cut.
Trying to hold on. You see I'm only over here.
It's looking bad over there right now. It's looking pretty empty. It was nice and loud and, you know, a lot of laughs, but it's kind of quiet. I think I see a tumbleweed roll past there earlier this morning, so I don't know.
Onside kickoff! Onside kickoff! Show team, show team!
With the preseason winding down and the roster taking shape, the coaches can begin to focus on some of the finer points, such as the onside kick.
You see what you guys got? Now, they may kick the high bounce and they may kick the one on the ground, okay? So we'll practice both of them. Move it up, move it up. There you go, ready to go. Feel the ball, feel the ball. Okay, good job. Don't roll, don't roll. One more, one more, one more. Lock it, go up and get it. There you go. Good job, guys. Keep your back and you stay fetal right there. All right, don't turn and expose it, and then he should get on top of you.
Coaches Bob Ligashevsky and Pete Rodriguez have spent the summer drilling the special teams, trying to take a unit that was the NFL's worst in 2003 and make it one of the best.
All right, there you go, little deep. All right, get your hips around this way, Jim, in the middle. Get your hips around. Get back, let's go, get back. Feet, 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 feet. Now you gotta hustle, now you gotta hustle, now you gotta hustle, now you gotta hustle. We're gonna make his life miserable. One time we're gonna double him in, one time we're gonna double him out. Last one, we're all warmed up now. Here we go.
The Jaguars had hoped rookie Josh Scobie would solve their kicking problems, but he was so erratic in the first two preseason games, the team brought in veteran Steve Christie to compete for the job. Scobie responded by going 3 for 3 on field goal attempts in the win over Green Bay.
It's nice to be excited, okay. And every once in a while you're going to get your diver down temporarily. But you can't ever be like this in your life. Okay.
Coach, you just never get too high and never get too low. You've got a draft pick here that, you know, you've got to take a look at him and you've got to see what he can do, and I understand that.
If you don't perform, then you're obviously going to, they're going to bring in someone else who gets the job done. Every kicker in the NFL obviously has the physical ability to do it, but you have to have your mechanics down and you have to have your head screwed on straight. As a kicker, I mean, when you hit the ball, you pretty much know where it's going to go, how you hit it, if it was a good kick or if it was a bad kick. Last night, yeah, I could feel every time when I hit the ball it was going to go in.
The kicker responded very well. He showed what we thought he had. He got confidence kicking the field goals. It was nice that he had a couple of chip shots to start with. I feel good about the progress he made, considering the pressure that was on him. But he's not out of the woods yet either.
Let's go, field goal, here we go, here we go.
With his confidence growing, Scobie leads in the kicking duel.
8-10, 8-10. That's good, that's good.
Chip shots now. Chip shots. Broke the ice, man. He broke the ice.
Just relax, baby. Just relax. You can do this with your eyes closed, baby. There you go. Now you're working.
My job is still on the line regardless of one good game or not. I mean, I still have to go out there and work at what I do.
If you're slicing every time you try to correct it, you close that face down so when it comes through, it's a little bit closed. Well, if you open it up, you won't overcompensate. And that's what you're doing by doing that, was a little bit of overcompensation.
Okay. All right, take a breath and then let's get 3 more.
As far as my future here, who knows? I really don't know what they're going to do. Of course, I have a number of ideas.
Having the old vet around, he sees what it's supposed to be like.
Josh is a great kid, and he's learning how to be a pro. He's practiced really hard, and Pete's doing a good job working with him. And I think he's turning the corner. I'm hoping he turns the corner.
Like to see that, huh? Scobie's starting to get a little confidence.
When quarterback Byron Leftwich takes the field, no one seems to care about his skin color. But Jaguars Vice President James Harris remembers a time when it wasn't that way.
There's no question that it was prejudice that kept a lot of guys from playing. The circumstances we had to go to were so unfair. I knew it was going to be tough for me to make it.
Harris played in Buffalo and Los Angeles, where he led the Rams to 3 consecutive Western Division titles.
Under those circumstances, you know, I was very happy that I was able to accomplish something. But throughout that period, you know, you only could think about all those guys who came before me who just never got the chance.
The Jaguars are the first NFL team to go into the regular season with 3 black quarterbacks.
We have the 3 best players that we could possibly have. It just happened that they're black, and you know, I never stopped to think about, you know, that part of it. I think, you know, we're just trying to put the best team together that we can.
We've got 3 good young quarterbacks, and that's what I'm most excited about. The fact that they happen to have a certain skin color makes no difference to me. When it's not an issue and not something we even talk about, then you'll know we've really accomplished something and gone beyond what used to be.
I'm a guy that experienced it, the black quarterback talk, and I think it's time for it to be put to rest. I think a guy should be judged on his ability, and as long as people are continuing to ask that question, then I mean, you know, there must be some unfairness that hadn't been settled yet. I think we should just play the game, let the best players play, and I think that's what we've done here.
The Jaguars continue preparing for the season, but without tight end Kyle Brady, who was injured in the game against Green Bay.
Here's Leftwich again down the seam. Brady gets drilled but held on.
I didn't even know his finger was hurt. I thought his head was hurt because you see his neck. Boy.
Brady gets drilled.
Everybody gets upset in the meeting room because if somebody gets hard hit, I give him a little and Kyle gets mad because he got hit. I gave him about 10 of them in a row. And he tried to throw a water ball at me.
Kyle's finger is, you know, it's been disrupted in there, and they have to just determine what his options are, and then we'll have to respond to whatever he chooses.
Mike Ryan said it's a tendon, so he can't get it out. He thought it was broken, but he says he can't. I'm not flipping y'all.
No, he can't make the sign.
No, he can't make the sign, but he can hold it like. Anyway, hope we can get him back and get him going pretty soon.
Well, I had the surgery already to get the tendon reattached to where it's supposed to be, ruptured and rolled up, whatever. And really, it's just a waiting game now.
Brady is out for the league opener. It will be the first regular season game he's missed since 1999.
It'll be real weird watching this team up in Buffalo playing the open game. It almost seems surreal. And I used to have this dream when I was in high school that I woke up late for a game and I had to drive up and I'd see the lights, the team playing out there, and I'd get into the locker room. I couldn't find my pads, and it just seemed like this terrible dream. So it's not quite as terrifying as the underwear in school dream that we probably all had. Like, I think everyone else kind of had that dream that we went to school in underwear because he thought it was underwear day, but you're the only one in it. If you look at the game on TV, you feel the strangest feeling like you're not where you're supposed to be.
Brandon Green has been slowed by a sore knee at camp, but he overcame a more serious medical problem just to get here.
When I was 10, I was diagnosed with type 1 diabetes. I take 3 shots a day and just prick my finger to test my blood to see where my sugar level is at, and I'll do that, you know, anywhere from 10 to 20 times a day, probably. We call him Senor Pancreas. That's what we call Brandon, because but he don't like it. He wants to be called Needles.
They get you a cool nickname. Caucasian. Like Senor Pancreas.
I told you. You call me Needles or nothing else.
Hey, Senor Pancreas.
Yo, get him, man.
Or Insulin Boy.
Yo, Barnes.
Hey, way to sack the guy, Insulin Boy.
Because every day he got that needle sticking out his body somewhere.
I mean, if it ain't in his stomach and his butt and his thigh and his arm, he has needles sticking out all over the place. But he got to do it, you know.
And a lot of people ask me, you know, how do I play with it or does it bother me? But I don't really know because I've never really played football without it. So it's just kind of part of the deal to me.
Brandon Green plays hard. He has a sack. You know, he hustles and usually hasn't give you 1,000%. I just wish his knee was totally well.
Certainly a guy like Brandon who, you know, has to do so many things to just be normal, you know, in terms of monitoring his diabetes and all those things. I think it gives him a definite appreciation for, you know, what he's doing, what he's undertaking. And he does a great job. I know one thing, he competes every day.
Barnes, Brandon Green, Bullard, and McCray. Those 4 guys have got one more game, and we're still evaluating those guys. They're going to get lots of snaps against New England and see how it goes.
It's been a long road, but for the Jacksonville Jaguars, the end of the preseason is in sight. Tonight, they will play their 4th and final preseason game against the defending Super Bowl champions, the New England Patriots. Six weeks of hard work has brought them to this point. For many players, this is the last chance to prove they belong on the team. Everything they worked for all summer is on the line tonight.
They're not going to play their starters at all. We're not going to play ours very long. That's just the type of game it is, okay? That means some guys are going to get a lot of work and a great opportunity, so take advantage of it. If you look at our stats, since we're playing the reigning world champs, you get to compare. Total yards on the year, offensively, we have more than they do. Defensively, we give up less than they do. But they're 14-2 in the regular season and Super Bowl champs. And where's the biggest difference? Special teams, turnover ratio, and winning key moments. All right? So let's make sure as a football team that we stay aware and alert, even when you're not in the game, of situations. Help your partners out. Let's grow as a football team mentally tonight, okay?
Let's roll, let's roll. Ah! That's it, baby! Woo-hoo! Ain't that like a chip knocked out of you, baby? Let's roll, McCray! Let's roll, baby! 6 down and yeah!
Go, baby!
For quarterback Byron Leftwich, the goal is simple. Put the ball in the end zone.
Get it in, look! We here to execute, fellas. We don't give a who out there. We here to execute. Let's go. Execute on 3. 1, 2, 3. Execute. Blue 80. Dot.
Leftwich wants to throw. On first down, goes up the field for Williams. Adjusts and has it knocked away at the last moment.
You're going to get a lot of those matchups now. When you're one-on-one, you gather your feet, you go up there and pluck that ball. That's what you can do. And one-on-one, that's nothing more than a jump ball. You got to win that, okay? Just settle yourself. You're going to get that opportunity all year. Go up there and win those.
All right.
Reggie Williams, the Jaguars' top draft pick, is still finding his way.
Hand up in the air. What you got supposed to say? What? This is RB's right here. You got, man, I don't know.
It's your last series. Do something with it.
Del Rio gave his starting quarterback 3 offensive series, but the last one ends painfully.
Damn! Blue 80. Blue 80. Dot.
What'd you hit? Hit your hand?
Yeah, just on the knock helmet again.
Leftwich has the rest of the night off, but for others, the work is just beginning.
Wonderful night for football.
Ephraim Salam, number 76, will play both right and left tackle.
That's the way to move it up front.
This might be the only action we see all year. Might as well have some fun, right? There you go. Hello.
Yeah, me too, you fat.
Yeah. Your mama's a.
You too, don't you?
Hey, at least we having fun, huh? That's what it's all about, baby.
Let's go, Sub.
Sub!
Preseason substitutions can test even a veteran coach like Ray Hamilton.
Fonzie, where you going? Fonzie, you going there. Go back. 93, you stay out. 97, you're outside, okay? Let's go. You two guys are still inside. You stay at the end. You go to right end. Bullock wasn't supposed to be in there. I was wondering, I didn't see you go in. 1, 2. Were you in there, Rob? You guys aren't on sub, so get the hell out of the game. What are you doing?
The Jaguars are looking for an improved pass rush this season, and they're hoping second-year man Brandon Green can provide it.
Come on, get around! Jeez!
The Jacksonville defenders are around the ball all night.
Damn it! Damn it!
Nice job. Don't be a turf beater. Jump up. Here we go.
Check, Ralph! Ralph!
The defense that allows a league-low 29 points in the preseason has 5 takeaways against the Patriots.
Here's Davey rolling out of the pocket with protection. Over the middle. Oh, and it's picked off.
Interception. We got it. Good job. Good.
Josh Scobie, who missed a 24-yard field goal in the first preseason game, is now confident kicking from twice that distance.
Here's Josh Scobie. Gets away a 51-yarder.
Kick, kid.
And it's good, but there's a flag on the play.
They're going to try it again, though.
No, here comes Hanson.
Oh, Hanson's coming on.
Damn. 51-yard field goal. Good.
The penalty nullified his first kick, but Scobie gets another chance in the third quarter.
Got it up, and boy, is he looking good now.
Changed man, isn't he?
He is a changed man.
All right, way to work. Way to kick the ball, Scope.
Scobie's confidence right now is soaring.
Hey, now calm down and kick his ball in the end zone, all right?
In just a few weeks, Josh Scobie has gone from a rookie who couldn't do anything right to a special teams star who can do no wrong.
Patriots start inside their own 5. A loose ball, and who has it?
Scope has to make the tackles on these things.
He's trying to stick his nose in every tackle now.
Hey, Scobie calls the fumble.
The Jaguars say they have it, and they do.
All right, Scope.
Way to cause a fumble, baby.
All right, Scope. All right, Scope.
That's a forced fumble on you, even though you took most of the blow.
I got sideswiped.
You got in his way.
Yeah, I did.
Good hit.
What do you think? I feel good about the young kid, so I don't, he's proven I think he can kick.
You got to keep his confidence going. Them live bullets start flying next week. That's when it counts.
Yeah. 398!
As he has done throughout the summer, David Garrard proves his talent and his toughness.
David Garrard got absolutely pummeled after that throw.
Help him up, O-line. What the hell? Help him up.
Thank you, sir.
Mo, you see that? You got to help out your guy now. We're all down there to help out our man, right? He's got 6 guys on top of him. Peel him off and get our guy up.
Attack! 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 Deuce right! Deuce right! 40! 40!
As the fourth quarter begins, Garrard fires the first shot of an offensive barrage.
Garrard going up top. Flag on the play. They call it a touchdown.
Garrard is finished for the night, but the Jaguar offense is just heating up as third-string quarterback Quinn Gray takes over.
Gray out of the gun, firing. Calling back row. It's caught.
Right out, baby! Yeah!
Wilford down the sideline. Looking, good time, touchdown. Just like that. Oh, the slam touchdown again. Wilford.
Oh, that's not Vince Carter,
I thought my legs had it, but
Just finger roll.
Gray won a championship in NFL Europe, but he never had a night like this. 3 touchdown passes in 5 minutes.
And all of a sudden, Quinn Gray comes off the bench, and it's like the return of Johnny Unitas.
It's all 0-0 now, brother.
That's right, because the champs next week. You know?
Yeah, I know about this. This is just good for our team to win on the road one time, regardless, you know. But just trying to get to there. We'll see you guys in the playoffs, I'm hoping.
I hope so. Let's do that, okay?
All right, man. We'll talk.
Right now.
All right, man. Take care, Romeo.
That was a nice ending to a nice preseason. Okay? We've got a lot to do. All right? Nice job. Let's feel good about this. Now, look, we're on a mission, okay? A lot bigger things than the preseason. With a nice finish to the preseason, it's time now to go to work. Okay? It's time now to go to work. We got to make some decisions. Everybody in this room has done a nice job. There's not a guy in this room that I wouldn't like to have. We got to make our choices. We'll do that, okay? And we'll address that tomorrow as we can. We'll look at the film, and then we'll have Saturday and Sunday off and come back to work on Monday. Okay? Let's say a prayer and get out of here.
As Hurricane Francis bears down on Florida, Jacksonville prepares. The Jaguars camp is on weather alert.
If it looks like it's coming, have insurance papers, some of your important papers in a briefcase that you can bring, down here and have it in a safe place if you need to take care of your insurance stuff.
That's the bad part right here.
That's what
because it comes hammer down. That's the part that's tornado. Man, let me get the hell out of here.
One quick update from the...
At times like this, even football players become meteorologists.
See, the thing about Hurricane Charlie, that hurricane had tornadoes inside of it.
I'm turning north-northwest. I like football stuff, but it ain't worth dying for.
It's going to bring water at least 3-4 miles in. From outer band to outer band, it's over 800 miles long.
They said the size of Texas. That's a big-ass storm.
With this hurricane coming and us wanting to make sure we touch everybody, plus the roster situation, we've got to make some decisions. We need everybody's number. Storms can turn and change and do funky things. So if something happens, if the storm turns, for the worse and it's heading our way and you need to get your families out, okay, you can bring your families here, okay? Make sure you bring bedding. We don't have bedding for everybody, so bring your own bedding. That's the plan.
I hope that thing goes somewhere else, man.
We'll be all right. It ain't going nowhere. It's coming right here for us, dog.
On Friday night, the coaches begin the final evaluation. The roster must be cut to 53 by Sunday.
Chuck Knox used to always say, hey, we don't cut guys, you cut yourselves out there on the proven grounds.
We will meet and go through the roster and rank the guys, and then we'll determine the 20 offense and defense that you'd go into a game with on Sunday. And we'll start with next Sunday's game at Buffalo and work from there. And we'll fill in our 53 accordingly. And let's just get into the overall assessment of the group, and then we'll get into numbers at positions at the end. Let's just kind of talk through them first.
On the final cutdown, every decision is crucial, and every coach on the staff has input.
If you're going to run the football, you either have to have a fullback or you're going to have a tight end. You look at Dallas, they had a fullback with Novacek was not a blocker. Shannon Sharp with Sam Gash at Baltimore. Either a lead back or a tight end to block an edge to run the ball. You've got to have one of them guys have to be a blocker.
And Brady is that.
Must not be so clear cut.
Hey, Wayne. Come on in, Wayne.
No, go ahead. No, that's all right. I'm fine.
Here, I'll get another one out of the other room.
No, Jack. Please, you guys keep going.
The position that just 2 weeks ago was the most uncertain is now the most clear-cut.
The young kicker seems to have gained confidence. He went out there and kicked that 51-yarder, right down the middle. Kicked the 31 yards. He's made his last 5 kicks. He shows the leg strength when he hits the ball well. He can put the ball out of the end zone. I think he's our guy right now. He's a young kid. He's probably not going to be perfect. This kid's going to be, unless he loses his confidence, I think he's going to be a very good kicker for us.
With the coaches committed to the rookie kicker, the old pro knows it's time to move on.
I said, well, if you're not going to keep me, then I don't need to be here. And basically sped up the process. And, you know, at this point in my career, I kind of know what's happening. So if they're going to go with the young guy, then I don't need to be here. So there it is.
We'll bring you in, and then all of a sudden the kid decides to kick lights out.
Oh, sweet.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, man.
Short visit, but
Well, stay in shape, and we'll keep in touch.
okay. Thanks, Coach.
All right, man.
Appreciate it.
Good luck to you.
While the storm intensifies, the business of football goes on. More cuts are made, which means more players must be notified.
I think we got only 3 today, though. Christie seemed like he was ready to go, so yeah, he's just ready to, you know, move on. McLean's lifting. Yeah, so he should be done about 20 minutes. Jimmy, man, I need you to come with me. Johnny, man. Yeah, I need you. Shaq wants to see you. All right.
I feel like I was better than a couple until I made that decision.
Yeah, you know, you can tell it to your own opinion.
No, it's in God's hands. See what's going to happen. It's out of my hands, it's in God's hands. So, like I said, I'm confident that I'll be back playing in no time. So, you know, still got my wife, so I'm happy. You know. Oh, man.
On Sunday morning, Hurricane Francis and the final cuts are both due. For the coaches, this is the big meeting, the one that decides the final 53.
All right, the one thing I want to do, guys, before we make it official, I'm just wanting to make sure that we take the time, if anybody has anything to say, that we hear it now. Because what I don't want to do is leave this meeting, make a final decision, and then come back on the plane from Buffalo, and I wish we'd have done this. I don't know what the hell we were thinking. If you got a thought, now's the time. Okay. So, anybody have any thoughts about it?
The longest discussion is whether to keep David Allen or Jermaine Lewis as a kick returner, and how that impacts Chris Fuamatu Ma'afala.
When Lewis went in the game last week, they kicked the ball out of bounds. When Allen was in the game, they kicked it to him.
Yeah. Even though I really like David and his ball security, I always lean towards the home run guy. I like to have a guy that can take it to the house.
If you keep Jermaine, you have to keep one of these 2 backs. Because you got to have 5 running backs on a roster. And we've said we like Fu better than David, right? Offensively?
Correct.
I mean, if you just had to pick one of them as a football player,
Yeah.
aside from the returning part, who would you take?
Fu.
So if you're taking Fu, and if we take Jermaine, we know we're going to take Fu. So then let's take the best back. Who's going to help us be the best football team to win games? I think right now, Jermaine probably gives us the most juice anyway, from a return standpoint. If we like Fu that much better than David anyway, we're stronger as a team.
4 p.m. Sunday is the deadline, so we'll know what decisions we're going to make Sunday morning, and then begin to contact all the guys and let them know what our plans are.
For the players who are released, it is doubly difficult because they have to drive through the hurricane to meet with the coach and turn in their playbook.
It takes a sensitive mindset. You know, you see in the past, you know, you have the guys that don't have any compassion about it.
Hello?
Hello, my speaker Derek.
Who's it?
Hey, man, it's Larry down at the stadium.
Yeah.
Jack needed you to come down so he can meet with you as soon as you get a chance.
Okay.
I kind of try to be professional and understand that, you know, it's a sensitive issue to them. He's done.
When you get a call, when I seen the number, I knew what time it was. I mean, there was no other reason for them to call me but to be released. So, I mean, ain't no hard feelings. I mean, second time around, damn Jacksonville get cut.
Not every player who's released will be leaving. A few will be placed on the 8-man developmental squad, which allows them to practice with the team and possibly be returned to the 53-man roster later in the year.
A lot of people in the building believe you got a chance to really develop for us. So what we like to do, we'll let you go today. You'll go through waivers. If nobody claims you, then we'll have the opportunity to bring you back and put you on a developmental squad. Making the team's the best way, but this is the next best way.
This is an opportunity we think you really have a chance to be a pretty good player.
And we don't have anybody here just to be here. If they're on the practice squad or developmental squad, then we think you're a guy that is developing to play for us. So that's how I want you to look at it. Okay? Nice.
The harsh wind and driving rain are a fitting backdrop for the final cutdown. It's a day for the players who make it to look ahead, and for the others to just walk away. It's a day when the dreams of some young men are realized, and the dreams of many others are ended. The team Jack Del Rio is meeting with this morning is the team he handpicked to open the regular season in Buffalo.
All right, fellas. First of all, congratulations on being part of the 2004 Jags. Tomorrow, we will elect captains. Okay, so give that some thought if you haven't already. Once we knock out tomorrow, what we want to do is get on a normal weekly schedule, normal in-season schedule. Like to have some veterans grab some of the young guys and make sure that we're doing the right things to give ourselves an opportunity to be strong throughout the year. And we are all counting on everybody in this room. I will come back in the morning, 7 a.m. treatment, 8 o'clock special teams, 8:30 O&D, be done by 9:30 out on the practice field, and away we go. Now, this offseason has been tremendous. Mini camp, tremendous. Training camp, very, very good. It's been a great offseason. Now, we've been through all those stages. Now, preseason's over. The next stage, regular season. Just gets ratcheted up a little bit more. We'll start counting this next week, but we don't change our approach. How we do things is the same way every day. You're representing the Jaguars, you're representing this group of men, you're representing this community, you're representing your family, you're representing your high school coaches, your mom, your dad, everything, okay? Time to go to work.
For the Jacksonville Jaguars, the 2004 season offers a new challenge and a new opportunity. For a young team, the hard work of summer is the cornerstone of victory in the regular season. There were 80 players at the start of camp. Now, after the first winning preseason in 4 years, only 53 remain. Some players have moved on. Others have moved in. But it's a team with one mission: to make its mark on the NFL.